Hey, what's up? How is everyone? I hope good. I am here because I just want to thank everyone that has been commenting on my videos and definitely encouraging me in every, you know, way that you do, because I kind of have been going through a rough time, but I am definitely working through it slowly and, with the help of the higher above and all of you, I am definitely turning a new leaf. I feel very great. I feel just absolutely amazing. I have been drug and alcohol free for probably 20 some days. I mean, all together. And well, actually I had a drink last night, but I mean, like, seriously drinking. And that's been a long time, but I have been sober for 20 some days without having to mask any of my pain or sorrow, or this transformation that I'm going through is just totally kicking my fucking ass. I mean, it is horrible, but then it's so enlightening in this, in the same sense, if that makes any sense to anyone else. It's definitely brutal to have to go through this, but I think the higher above, my angels, my guides, my ancestors, and God himself, each and every day that I am able to go through this, I'm able to work through it. I'm definitely going back to my childhood, and just it's making me dig deep and making me really feel the pain and all the disappointments and all that stuff and all the trauma that I have masked and hid from myself for 44 years. And it just has really just left me feeling like a brand new person. I feel honestly amazing. I can't explain what, like, all of the pain and just all of the burdens that I carried around, for so many years are starting to actually lift away. I'm able to definitely put myself in people's shoes and see why certain things happened in my life, and why, certain people treated me the way they did and so on, and why I made the mistakes I've made throughout my life, and, all the things I've done in my life that I'm not proud of. But you know what, you do that type of stuff, you make those mistakes, because we all learn from them. And I think it's just really important that we embrace them. I mean, because you know what, we're human. We all make mistakes, and we're supposed to, because if we didn't make any mistakes, we would never learn, from them. So I just really wanted to say thank you to all of my subscribers. You don't know how much you are helping me each and every day of my life, and how me being able to share my connection with, with spirit and with the divine, and, with just all that I'm connected to, and all the messages that I receive, and all of the experiences I've had in my life, and being able to share them has helped me grow as a person. And just as, as a tarot reader, as, as a psychic, it's just fabulous. I have really definitely tapped into a different side of me that I never have before. I feel just completely rejuvenated, just rested, and I'm just ready to conquer this world again. And I just have each and every one of you to thank because of that. I love your messages. I love to read them all. I love to respond. I have made some great friends on here that I just adore, and really cannot picture my life without them at all whatsoever. And I'm looking forward to connecting with a lot more people, and definitely making a lot more, soul tribe friends, and, all that good stuff. And I just really love to share my, how I'm progressing in my life, and just to let people know that, when our lives do fall apart, there is a reason for it. And we're all able to pick back up and rebuild. And if we do it in a more positive, in a more, structured type, loving, of unconditional love, I really promote that. Understanding, forgiving way. It's just amazing how we transform into somebody that we're definitely not used to, when we look in the mirror, instead of really feeling down in the dumps and just really negative and just feeling like, you know, life is shit, where, you know, you look in the mirror and you smile and you feel good and you feel like you look good, and you just really feel like you're starting to conquer all of your demons and the darkness and all the shit that we don't want to acknowledge most of our, you know, life. But then when we start to acknowledge it, and when we start to see it, and when we start to deal with it, it's just amazing how it changes us into a person that, you know, you never thought you would ever be. And, you know, I have God, of course, to thank for it first of all. And I just have, you know, just such new I just have just such a different outlook on life, and on love, and on myself, and on even my family and my friends, and just, you know, the people around me. When I walk down the street or I'm going in somewhere, I love it because people are starting to communicate with me. I must be opening up, my heart chakra must be opening up, which I just think is absolutely fucking beautiful, because I was so closed off for so long that, you know, I had that don't talk to me, don't fucking look at me, don't fucking acknowledge me, you know, stamped across my forehead for so long. And it's like my whole world's changing. People are, you know, making comments about, you know, little things, or they're just, you know, holding the door open for me with a smile on their face. And, you know, I can just feel the love that is just radiating around me, and the energy, and I just absolutely adore it. It's just amazing. I know I sound crazy and whatever else, but I don't care. I really don't care. I just really wanted to make this video to speak out and just let you know that, you know, even when we do go through hard things, instead of us masking them and, you know, trying everything possible not to feel the pain that somebody else might cause us, or we might cause someone else, and all the disappointments, and, you know, just general life in a whole. If we really stop trying to avoid that, and we really, you know, maybe lock yourself up in a hotel room like I did. I mean, I literally have never cried so much in my entire life. I was raised that, you know, crying was a weakness, and we were always told if we cried that our parents were going to give us something to cry about, and so on and so on. So, you know, we were raised that way, or I was, and my brothers and sisters and whatever. But now it's like I could cry at the drop of a dime, and it's not even tears of sorrow, you know. It's just, I think of somebody, and I think about how they made me feel. Like today I went out to breakfast, and this gal, I seen her coming in, and she seen me coming out. Well, I kind of stepped aside. Well, she walked in, and it kind of startled her, which was cute because she knew I was there. And I'm kind of like that too. I'm kind of weird that way. I get startled easy. And but she was just so sweet and so kind to me that, you know, I left the restaurant just smiling, you know, my big old smile with my big old cheeks, and just felt this just like energizing just love. My heart was just like wide open, and I just really appreciated her. And as I walk out the door, this tear rolls down my face, because she just made me feel so happy and just so great that it brought tears to my eyes. Well, then, you know, she had came out to her car, and I was backing up, and she kind of was kidding with me, like not to hit her, and, you know, whatever else. And it just was a great feeling. I know it kind of sounds silly, and, you know, but if we really stop and enjoy every, you know, moment that we have with other people, even if it's bad, or, you know, just if you take a walk in nature and you hear the birds chirping, and you allow all that to fill inside of you, and you feel the joy and the excitement that it brings. And it's amazing how it changes our thought process. Amazing how it changes the way that we interact with each other, and interact with ourselves, and with life in general. So I don't know. I felt great. I feel great. I feel like I look great. I look a lot better than what I have. I know I looked rough for a while, and that was just all of that nasty, like, closed off hurt and disappointment and burdens and, you know, sorrow and all that trauma and everything that I held inside me for 44 years of my life just coming out. And it just made me look even, you know, 44 years old, and even worse at some days. But there was days that I thought, I'm not going to make this. I have never thought about committing suicide in my life, ever, ever, ever. And I'll tell you, for a couple weeks going through this transformation and having to feel what I had to feel, and to acknowledge the things I had to acknowledge, and to really face the things that I've made mistakes on in my life, and the people I've let down, and so on and so on, that I thought about it, I mean, over and over and over. I was like, I cannot feel this. I'll never make it through this. I kept saying, I am not going to make it through this. And I felt so alone, and just so, like the world was against me, and I felt horrible. I mean, I just felt literally horrible. But I made it through it. And I'll tell you, it was difficult. I'll never ever hold my emotions in. I'll never hold my disappointment in. I'll never mask anything ever again, because my God, after 44 years of having to let all of that out, and to see what I had repressed in, memories, and then I had to, see what had happened, and so on, and to have to feel all that pain all at once was just overwhelming. It overwhelmed me to the point where I felt like I was the weakest person on earth, that nobody loved me, nobody, I had no one. I just felt so alone. My poor dog was like, so sick of me crying, and then I would just like hold her, and I'm like, don't leave me, and stuff like that she would like go underneath the covers and try and get as far away from me as possible. And everything was just making me so emotional, and just making me cry, and just making me feel in ways that we spend years and years and years repressing and masking and covering up so we don't feel that. But now that I have felt it, that I am working through it, because it will never end. You never will end. You will never feel whole, like 1,000% whole. You'll never feel 1,000% healed, and like, you don't have any burdens, because that's not life. That's not realistic. Life is not perfect. We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes, but at this moment in my life, I feel like $1 million fucking dollars. I feel so great that I just feel like a little kid. I want to go jump on a trampoline and go do cartwheels and just be a goofball completely, and just enjoy life. And who cares what people are thinking of me? They're probably like, my God, what the hell is she on? I'm on the high of life. I'm not on anything. I really have cut out all the bad things except smoking. I still smoke. I don't know if I'll ever quit smoking, but I've quit the drugs that I did, and just, I feel like $1 million. I feel like a 10-year-old kid. I'm letting my inner child come out, which is good, because I've always had that little inner child. I've always been that kind of fun, goofy type person that, has always been over the top and whatever else. But it's amazing that I'm feeling this way again, and that, when I walk down the street, I have my smile back. When I wake up in the morning, I have my smile back. When I'm on here, I have my smile back. And I have to say, I have a beautiful smile, so it's nice to see. And I'm sure the people that do know me are like, who is this woman? Who is she? Because it's been a long time since I felt this way. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you all, but I wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because not only am I able to share my messages, but you're also helping me grow, and you're helping me heal, and you're helping me feel so much better about myself, and about not feeling like isolated and kind of the oddball out because of the gifts I do have. And just, I love to help people. It makes me feel like $1 million when I receive a message that my message hit home, and it really made sense to you, and I'm hoping it's helping you. And that's my whole goal here, and it's my goal in life, and that's what that's my purpose in life, and I really take it serious. So, but I love you all so much, and thank you for subscribing. I have almost 160 subscribers, which to me, it's not millions or, you know, thousands or whatever, but each and every one of you is so special to me. And 157, I believe, subscribers, or maybe it's 158, I don't remember, but it's like a million to me. So I love you all so very much. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for helping me as a, you know, as a person, as a healer, as, you know, everything. So I hope that my messages can continue to help you down the line. And if you guys have any ideas on what readings you would like me to do, please, please comment below, because sometimes it's hard for me to think of a reading to do, and I'll do any kind of reading. I'm not, you know, I'm not shy, I'm not afraid. So, but thank you so much. I love you all so very much. Make sure that you do something kind for somebody today, please, because that person might need it. Just even if you tell somebody they look nice today, or if you hold the door open for somebody, or you kind of kid with them a little bit, you know, anything to make them smile. But I love you all so much. Much love.